Summer 2016 was a weird time, and it got even weirder when Justin's dad made some comments about his junk. There was a nude photo leaked of Justin online, and Jeremy bragged about his eldest son's wiener size on the internet, writing on Twitter, quote, "my boy," end quote, alongside a cactus emoji. He also shared a photo of Toronto's famously tall CN Tower and tagged Justin in the picture. His social media posts were quickly deleted. That same year in 2016, Justin told GQ that he was a lot closer to his dad than he was to his mom at this time. He opened up about his relationship with Jeremy again in December 2017, sharing a photo of the two on Instagram, writing, "I love continuing to get to know my father. I love working through hard times to get to good things. Relationships are worth fighting for, especially with family. Love you forever and always, Daddy." Which, that's cute.
Justin Bieber's dad? No chill. So Justin was all over the NHL All-Star game. He was there with Haley. His parents were also there. And Justin's mom posted a picture from the suite from the weekend of Justin, and that's his dad, Jeremy. That's Patty. But Jeremy, Grid posted the same picture, cut out Patty, and goes, "Proud father." Cute pig, Justin and his parents. Dad said, "Nope." Men.
Now, when Justin was at the height of his bad behavior, his mother was nowhere to be found, and it turns out they were estranged. In 2015, Justin told Billboard their relationship was pretty non-existent. He explained, "I was distant because I was ashamed. I never wanted my mom to be disappointed in me, and I knew she was. We spent some time not talking, so it takes time to rebuild that trust. She's living in Hawaii now, so it's hard, but it's getting better. She's an amazing woman, and I love her," which I find something so cringe about this. I understand, like, fighting with a parent, but your 15-year-old son is crying for help. He's constantly getting in trouble, and you take the money that you've made off of his career and you just move your ass to Hawaii. What, to go live the best life? They weren't lying. They were estranged for a couple of years. They reunited in January 2018 for a vacation together. And of course, Patty shared a photo of the two and put a sweet caption, probably excited to let the world know that she's on good terms with her son. Now, while I think it's a great thing that Justin has both of his parents in his life, it doesn't mean that these people are good people. And I have to admit that I just don't really like Jeremy's vibe. Going back in time, Jeremy was 22 years old when he spent time in prison due to non-compliance with probation terms imposed on him. Jeremy was in and out of jail during Justin's early life. In 1997, Jeremy was convicted of attacking someone and sentenced to 90 days in prison. He then spent another 21 days in jail after violating his probation. He got off the hook in 2004 when he was charged with attacking another person because that case was dismissed. Now, this is old news because back in 1995 at one of Justin's custody hearings, so he's literally 1 year old and Patty is fighting for custody of their son, Patty alleges that Justin's father has a long history of criminal activity. She added that Jeremy even threatened to kidnap Justin at one point. This article writes, "Man, Jeremy must be so proud." But Jeremy was able to weasel his way back into his son's life because when Patty was out of the picture and, Justin was going through it, Jeremy came into the picture to try to save the day. This article reads, "In some of Justin's darkest years, Jeremy, his father, was present. Justin was arrested for drag racing in Miami, Florida in 2014, in which Jeremy allegedly helped arrange," which I don't know if he helped arrange with the police to get Justin arrested, which sounds pretty crazy. The day after Justin was released from custody on a $2,500 bond, he was then spotted partying with his father, which that's confusing, to go partying with your dad that just arranged your arrest. Or maybe Jeremy arranged the drag racing. I don't know which part. Actually, it turns out that his father was his accomplice. So it wasn't his father working with the authorities. Jeremy doesn't roll that way. I mean, Jeremy has been in and out of jail. So Sloan, what are you thinking? Here's actually a throwback clip explaining what exactly went down in Miami.
Justin Bieber has been arrested and charged for driving under the influence, resisting arrest, drag racing, and driving on an expired license in Miami. And you actually might be surprised to learn who was with him that night. His father, Jeremy. Justin has reportedly admitted to being under the influence of beer, marijuana, and prescription drugs since his arrest, and he was involved in quite a series of events that day. Reports are saying his entourage, including his dad, blocked off some residential streets so that Justin and his friends could carry out their bout of drag racing. Following his arrest, TMZ says Justin swore at a cop and challenged their authority before being handcuffed. and Justin's father was there for it all. The website is even saying Jeremy was at the Miami nightclub before all this went down, which must have been when Justin was smoking weed, which he admitted to. All this is pretty ironic, considering just days ago, Jeremy posted on Twitter telling people to lead by example, be great.
Wait, someone tell me why Justin is out here drag racing in Miami on drugs, taking pills with his father. I mean, clearly his father is not a good influence, probably a big fan of Diddy. Sources say that Jeremy was at the Set nightclub earlier that night with Justin, who was under the influence of prescription drugs, weed, and booze. When he was arrested at 4 a.m., Justin's mother, Patty, isn't in the clear either. What? It appears that Justin told the cops that she provides him with the prescription drugs he takes. He wasn't able to elaborate as to which drugs he specifically takes, other than saying they're anti-anxiety, which could probably be Xanax. And drinking on drugs and Xanax, that's a really terrible mix. In 2015, there were also reports that Justin and his father were smoking weed on a private plane and verbally abusing a flight attendant. So I don't think that these two are a great match. Actually, an article from CNN reports that Justin Bieber and his father allegedly refused a pilot's warning to stop smoking pot. A law enforcement official gave details to CNN about what the flight crew went through. The pilots repeatedly asked his father, Jeremy, to stop and put the marijuana away during the flight. The pilot said the singer and his father were verbally abusive to the flight crew. This prompted the pilot to have a flight attendant stay close to the cockpit to avoid Justin Bieber as much as possible. It really is the worst type of people who are taking private planes. I mean, can you imagine having such a luxury and then going on there and treating it like trash? I mean, it just shows that you can't have nice things. You really can't. Here's a throwback news clip about that story for you guys to check out.
The pilots allegedly were upset, according to my source, not only that Bieber and his father were verbally abusive and refusing to stop smoking marijuana, but apparently the flight attendant was so upset that the pilots supposedly had to tell her, hang out near the cockpit, don't worry, just stay around us as much as you can. But get this, Aaron, not only that, the pilots were supposedly so concerned about the amount of smoke permeating the plane that they actually put on their oxygen masks because they were worried, they wanted to keep their lungs clear in case they were tested for drugs. They were worried that they might show positive.
This situation sounds so embarrassing. Imagine being a grown man, being Justin Bieber's father, and smoking this much that the pilots have to put their mask on because you are just so much of an imbecile that you are going to get everyone accidentally high and possibly ruin their lives just because he had to smoke a little bit of weed. Other rumors flying around claimed that Jeremy had addiction problems and was involved with fight clubs and mixed martial arts fighting. I am someone who does not understand why someone would want to fight. Like, I personally would just fall into pieces. I would melt away. I mean, actually, we know what happened when that person attacked me in West Hollywood. I did fight back, but I am not someone who gets off on fighting. And that just tells me everything I need to know about Jeremy. He likes drinking, he likes fighting, he likes going to jail. He's just someone I don't think we could really have a conversation. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.